I was in Moscow at the ART in 2009, and I remember the dramaturgy students were all sort of raving about Krymov's work. They'd seen Don Quixote, and the actors hadn't seen anything. We were like, oh, that sounds interesting. And they were like, it's like nothing you've ever seen. Okay, sure. And I said, the angels, the producing students, the Russians, said, oh, we're going to see Opus 7. Okay? And they brought us, and it was like, the first act was very text heavy. It's about the pogroms in Russia historically. But things were exploding and paper was flying everywhere. It was this crazy black and white set, and like, what is going on? And the second act is still one of my favorite things I've ever seen. It's about Shostakovich, and there's this gigantic Mother Russia puppet who then turns into Stalin and is chasing Shostakovich around the stage. And there's like these bumper car metal pianos, and she's on a thing 30 feet in the air, and paint flying everywhere, and this giant piano constructed out of 2x4s. I mean, you just, even describing it, you can't imagine what it feels like or what it looks like. It's astonishing work. And I just remember sitting there like a child, like, how is this possible? How is it possible that somebody could make this happen, let alone imagine it? And now working with Tima, it starts to, oh, this is how he creates. This is the process that can create that. And it's kind of magical. It's lovely. Yeah. So I'm playing 3 characters in 3 small pieces, 2 Hemingway shorts and a piece from O'Neill's Desire Under the Elm. So the character we've been rehearsing just the last couple of days is the man in Hills Like White Elephants. They're in Spain. They are American, or at least he's American. And they're in Spain. They're in a small town, probably Zaragoza, on their way to Madrid to have this appointment. And they're talking about it, but they're not talking about it. It's sort of this famous story. It's taught in a lot of like high school English classes, because it's like, well, what exactly are they saying? What are they talking about? And Dima sort of wanted to approach that, like, what is it to not speak about something that is so big and present within a relationship? So my character's, he's a bit of a bore, but he wants to be sensitive and caring, like we all do. But he's a bit of a usual bastard. He's just a usual bastard. I mean, we're sort of exploring Americanness with those pieces through the eyes of a Russian director who's been to America. He's worked here a bit, and also these pieces are American authors, and there's so much about the Americanness is such a part of those pieces. So I think there is something of a spirit of like, what it means to be a man, and particularly what it means to be a man in America, and how that plays out behaviorally, and the decisions that men make.